The rule for residents who commit crime and peddle drugs should be one strike and you're out.
Mass incarceration makes our country worse off, and we need to do something about it.
I've been arrested 67 times. In 2005, I was released after serving 16 years in prison.
In 2004, I was released from prison after serving 16 years behind bars.
I was released from prison in July of 2007 after concluding my second state prison bid.
I was released in 2007 after serving 30 years in the New York State prisons. I was 47 years old.
There's more federal incarcerations for drug offenses than there are for homicide, aggravated assault, kidnapping, robbery, weapons, immigration, arson, sex offenses, extortion, bribery, etc., combined. How did that happen?
I think there was a lot of fear. Level war on drugs, the crack epidemic. It became, I think, a bipartisan cause to get tough on crime.
I thought it did an excellent job of, showing the human side of mass incarceration and showing that, America's the land of the free, but it's got more people incarcerated than anywhere else in the world. And the effects it's having on our communities, there's generations of fathers lost, and I believe it did a great job of showing the true status of our criminal justice system.
The national average of recidivism is 50%. So we're spending $80 billion and failing half the time, right? That doesn't make any sense.
2/3 of parolees who go back to prison do so not due to a new crime, but because of parole violations, sometimes for reasons as simple as missing appointments or failing a drug test. And for some, it may be because they're dealing with untreated substance abuse or mental illness, but for others who are trying their hardest, satisfying the conditions of parole can be maddeningly difficult.
I was released from prison. I didn't know how I was going to be able to travel or to get around the city. I was also concerned with being able to feed myself.
Eventually, we are released and come out as broken, angry people. When I came out, I was concerned of how do I live like a normal human being when I don't know what normal is.
I had no idea what I was going to do and how I was going to do it. Where am I going to work? How am I going to survive? How am I going to eat? How am I going to get clothes?
When I was released from prison, I was given a ticket for the train, $40, train ticket, good luck.
You come out, you have no money, you have no identification, you have no paperwork, you have no medical, you have no connections to the world whatsoever.
I wanted to live more than I wanted to die.
Larry Eichel, a project director at Pew, says the big problem is finding jobs for ex-offenders.
I know that the city of Philadelphia has had some programs recently trying to give businesses incentives, tax breaks, whatever, for hiring convicted criminals when they come out of jail. And it has had limited success.
Eichel says convincing businesses to hire inmates is a tough sell.
Every job application will ask a potential employee if he or she has ever been convicted of a felony, a question that in some cases will automatically disqualify you from getting hired.
It makes you a little uncomfortable. You get that anxiety when you get to that box. It's like, wow, how are they going to judge me, knowing that I committed this crime? How are they going to feel?
You go to see your parole officer and you don't have money, they will hold you.
Job or no job. And if you don't pay, you come back to jail.
Yeah.
I know one thing. I found myself selling drugs to pay back Pennsylvania.
Oh my God! So in order to pay for the program to keep him away from dealing drugs, he has to earn money drug dealing.
Today, I'm a substance abuse counselor. I'm an HIV and AIDS outreach worker. I'm a husband. I'm a father. And I am a taxpayer.
Today, I am a husband, a father, an advocate. I co-host a weekly radio show. And oh yeah, I too am a taxpayer.
Today I work as a supervisor at the Fortune Society. I'm a college student at Hostos Community College, and I am a taxpayer.
Today, I moved into my first apartment and my first adult relationship. I am working, and I am finally a taxpayer.
So most of the fellas, you know, got involved in like really low-level stuff, right? And they get that criminal conviction, and then it's a trap, right? How hard is it to get out?
What are you talking about? We're still trying to get out, man. I still got ties to the system. I'm still paying. For any crime you do, you're gonna pay a stipend. You know what I'm saying?
And you come out of jail, you paid your debt, but really you haven't paid your debt because you got thousands of dollars worth of fines.
Exactly.
What happens if you don't pay the fines now?
We get re-locked up.
Nothing's easy. Most people aren't interacting with the criminal justice system, and they don't see the impact that it's having on their communities. And part of our job is just to shine a spotlight. I think there's enough empathy among people of goodwill across the political spectrum that we may be able to pull this off.